Recently, one of my patients asked me, I was at the doctor and, he didn't like the way my cholesterol numbers were. And he prescribed a cholesterol drug for me, a statin medication. And I really don't want to take it. So, can you look at my numbers for me? Can you show me what I need to do to be able to avoid this? And obviously, this person was concerned about the side effects. So, this is a real concern. So, for many of you, you either are concerned about your cholesterol. If you're watching this right now, maybe you don't want to take cholesterol medications because you're aware of the side effects, you're aware of what it does to your body and your brain long term. Um, and those are real concerns, but there has to be factual solutions that back the action steps that you take. And that's the reason why we have our heart health nutrition and wellness class, our master class coming up, which will show you how to build a healthy heart. And so let me talk to you real quick. I'm going to give you 3 reasons because heart disease is the leading disease killer in the United States. Every 33 seconds, a life is lost to cardiovascular disease. So for most of you, this is something that really needs to be on your radar. And, one of the biggest concerns is that the treatments and the side effects are far worse than the disease itself. So let me tell you myth buster number one that your cholesterol should be under 200. This is absolutely false. Your cholesterol ratio is much more important than your total cholesterol. And I'll get into this at the class, the reason why. Um, I'll also show you why LDL is not the so called bad cholesterol, and that just as many people have heart attacks with low LDL as high LDL. Just as many people have heart attacks with low total cholesterol as high total cholesterol. In fact, more people die faster. It increases your mortality rate when your total cholesterol number is lower, especially your LDL. So you need to really dive into this if you're concerned at any level with your cholesterol, with heart disease, when it comes to looking at all these things. I'm going to give you myth buster number 2 here. Okay. Statins prevent heart disease. Just because you're taking a cholesterol medication, it doesn't mean that it's removed the risk for you to have a heart attack or heart disease. And the fact is that multiple studies have been done on this that show that people with low total cholesterol have just as many heart attacks as those with high cholesterol. And in the masterclass coming up, I will show you and reveal to you some of these studies and the research supporting this if you are unsure and you are looking to make an educated decision. Third myth buster: saturated fat is associated with an increased risk of heart disease. We've been long told to not have too much red meat, watch the bacon, watch the eggs, watch all these things with high foods with high total cholesterol. Foods that are high in cholesterol will increase your total cholesterol numbers. And the fact is that studies have been done and have been shown to demonstrate that people who avoid saturated fat have higher cholesterol numbers. And the actual number of heart disease cases was the highest in the people who had the lowest total cholesterol. And so it's inverse, it's opposite of what we have been taught and thought. And so saturated fat, we know now, is something that can help us to prevent heart disease. Saturated fat is the preferred fuel for your heart and the heart tissue. And having a healthy heart depends on having a good amount of healthy saturated fats. And we'll go over this at the masterclass coming up. So for some of you, this may be coming out of left field. You're not familiar with it. Others, you've heard it before, but you still haven't completely wrapped your mind around it. I would encourage each and every one of you to make sure that you're registered for this upcoming masterclass. This is the most important one of the entire year. You want to ask yourself how you can make better decisions. How do you communicate with your medical doctor when they advise you to take cholesterol medications, or you have to make these decisions? You're the captain of your ship. You're in control of the health decisions that you have to make. You're responsible for that, not the doctor. They can tell you what to do, but that doesn't mean that the risk is removed. The risk may be increased multiple fold if you're not careful. Sometimes walking through these decisions is like walking through a minefield. That's why these master classes are so important, so that you can make intelligent decisions by furthering your education on this subject. So you can get all the answers to this, as well as how to reduce your risk of heart disease by more than 90%. Get better clarity on where your blood pressure and your cholesterol numbers really should be, how to reverse type 2 diabetes, how to knock off a quick and easy 10 pounds, and learn about the most powerful heart healthy supplements and foods that should be in your nutritional regimen. So you'll learn all of this and a whole lot more at our upcoming Healthy Heart Masterclass. It's coming up Tuesday, March 10th at 5:30. So seating's limited, so please make sure you get yourself registered now for you, your family members, friends, loved ones. Seating's going to be limited, so please go ahead up to the front desk. If you're watching this online, call the office at 954-472-6002. I look forward to seeing everyone there. God bless.